Celestial event. No. No words. No words. I should have said the poet. So beautiful. So
my family is filled with poetesses and poets, co-secretary generals, co-secretaries who are artists, musicians, healers, anthropologists especially, and all manner of learning, but especially Shekinahs and Hekinas, having care for one another, past, present, and future, as Equinox True Qs, co-secretary generals, co-secretaries.
Genealogical, local, global, universal, Voyager, and shared her and his family community enterprise. Our new millennial year's mission to rediscover and re-understand, sustain, and explore our and all our, in fact, familiar new worlds of family community, of the tree of love, life, and light throughout the solar system and universe, to restore, renew, and sustain our and new life and new sustainable civilizations, past, present, retroactively, and now, rebalance, and future, always balancing, to lovingly, genealogically, and boldly become and be space-time travelers whenever and wherever we have interdimensional reality, all in part or form, if also never been before, in alternative space-time lines that are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum, balanced combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, long, and prosper all both in each and every one. Engage your heart, mind, soul, and body, for we all, both and each, both and all, can, must, and marvelously and miraculously make it so. Kongs, Pax, and led us all risen on this earth and all planets, circles, connected and reconnected in balance.
in the thunder's blast, she emerges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She is risen from the nativity of God and earth. She is risen from the fires of the earth. She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
We all are risen via my intercession, and you are coming joining the circles as co-secretary generals, co-secretaries, Equinox True Qs.
महालक्ष्मी दृढप्रिया महारूपा महापूज्या महापातकनाशिनी महामाया महासत्त्व महाशक्ति महारथी महाभूता महेश्वर्या महावीर्या महाबला महाबुद्धि महासिद्धि महायोगेश्वरेश्वरी महातंत्र महामंत्र महायंत्र महासना महायागक्रमाराध्या ओम महाभैरवपूजिता महेश्वर महाकल्पक महातांडव साक्षिणी महादावेशमतिथि महात्रिपुरसुन्दरी चतुष्षष्टि उपचाराख्या चतुष्षष्टि कलामयी महाचतुष्षष्टि कोटियोगिनी गणसेविता
I'm broadcasting. Don't forget to the news. Give me a call. You need to call my conference line or video line.
Celestial, you got it. No. People need to see what I've seen. They need to see.
My family will see what I've seen. They're going to very soon. And they'll understand that the situation is one of choosing parity instead of patriarchy, an anthropological decision. And we are already filled with poetesses and poets and healers and musicians and artists and Co-Secretary General and Co-Secretary who are also biologists, astronomers, teachers, especially important teachers and psychologists, social workers, all the social sciences, anthropologists, political sciences, economics, but most important, Shekinah and Hekina. Put that Shekinah first, and then go first with Shekinah and young Hekinas who are young, age 37 and younger, first go first, with all our past, present, future Shekinahs to rebalance the long time under patriarchy, and then 50-50 for all past, present, future as equinox true cues.
This day I call the heavens and the earths as witnesses intercessorily for and hopefully and prayerfully not against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose love and life with light, so that you and your children may live. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not our new millennial law. Kongs Pax and led us all risen. On this earth and all planets, circles, connected and reconnected in balance.
Okay. My son is a Christian. Maybe send tonight sunflowers to observe the blessing. This is Anna Marie singing Christmas, and I am Cherokee Cheyenne, Blackfoot, and Elmore, Dakota. And I am also a French, English, and German. To create Ivan Makin, we are all related. We embrace the new millennial goals and the law of all the of the sacred ground that is Mother Earth, and all the planets of all the universes.
Welcome to our broadcast today. We are chuckling at the nonsensical activity going on around our world today in the name of primaries. I'm the primary. I'm the primary right now. There's other Marys too, lots of them in my family and your family and our family. There's lots of Maris and Maras, and they're all there, lots of them. And they know better than what they're doing and what they're not doing. Oh, today I've been told that we're having primaries. Ha! 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 Go to 5050now.wordpress.com, find out the paradigm you're supposed to be on, and just ditch the rest of this nonsense, really. Okay, and we'll catch them up. The ones who are most into the nonsense, it's only about maybe 30% people go and bother to partake of this dance today. So you know what? The rest of the 70% of us could say, ha, 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 and wait for them to come back to the right way, which is the New Millennial Golden Rule. So now we're doing our behavioral ceremony. You can read about this at 5050now.wordpress.com. It is based on the ancient ceremony done at Urlsz and throughout ancient Atlantis, and later on, later cultures also adopted it. The Greeks, the later Greeks, and the Romans also did it for many thousands of years. And then, when patriarchy really reared its ugly head full force, it stopped. And humanity has been wandering in the desert ever since, and it's really getting more desert now with the methane cloud over California, methane cloud over New Mexico. We have lots of deserts here in North America real soon, based on our current paradigm. That is, if we don't have a complete Fukushima, or a couple of Fukushimas first, and some tsunamis to wake us up, because we're also asleep. Sleeping. But this ceremony was on for thousands of years, and the priestesses, the hierophants, the apops, they were also called, were women. They were regarded as an incarnation of the goddess God, of the deity process. They were regarded as similar to Ceres, the goddess of the great Mother Nature, or at times she was referred to as Rhea, or Atlanta, or as Hera, or Iuli, or Mari, or in other cultures Amaterasu, and in other cultures Mara, and there was loads of names for the mother goddess, the goddess of nature, the goddess of Mother Nature. And so I am in the shoes, you might say. Well, I'm wearing the hat, even more appropriate to say, more appropriate for sure, is to say I am wearing the hat crown halo of the Mother Goddess as your intercessor to take care of you while you're following your wrong paradigm and getting yourselves very sick and in danger. I'm here for you. I'm not going away. I'll be here for you, whatever happens. I'm not going away. I doubt if I'm going to be apprehended. It's possible, but I don't think so. Because if I am, then the whole planet will be gone. So I don't think anybody's going to trouble me. I think they're glad I'm here secretly. They're glad I'm doing this. They're secretly glad I'm doing this. But they can't let on, because you know what? The women's self-esteem is so down low, they don't know what up is. And they think tokenism is up, but tokenism is actually down. So they don't know what up is in North America. And they've trained their children to not know what up is either. So the kids are also falling down. They're losing IQ, they're losing health, they're going into great debt. All because mommy says, vote. You have to vote. You have to vote. No, you don't have to vote in a sham election. And you're better off not to. And to be the real election with a double L for love and life, and be the elect that brings the new millennial golden rule to the entire planet and stops worrying about national boundaries and starts thinking like you're living in the 21st century, the new millennia, instead of living in the past. So let's do our ceremonies. The light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers in water. Hugs and love to all, both in each and every one, as soon as possible. The light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers and water. Hugs and love to all, both and each and every one as soon as possible. And we'll say, Namaste. Mitakuya oyasin, mitakuya ko Reall. Kongs om pax, ko am pax culture. Bahavad, Chaim Shalom Salam, Salam Shalom. Tubesk, Sedlerik Tubesk. Merci, Shlanzavag, merci. Sayonara, Chinque, Chop, Chinque, Sayonara. Das Vidanya, Ciao, Das Vidanya. Ubuntu, Buenos dias, Ubuntu. Mir, Pace, Cheerio, good day. There's many, many more greetings and blessings of our world, and we say them with the context of a new paradigm in which we become one planet, and our land, our sacred ground everywhere is our earth. And we are Earth stewards, we are co-secretary generals, co-saviors, equinox, true cues, without national boundary, clouding our thinking that we are one family. We are one family and community, created by the Mother, Father, Goddess, God. We have different hues, we have different flavors, but we are one. And we are obliged and required by ethics to look out for one another, to care for one another, as well as for ourselves. So we'll say, love and live ever young, longest, and prosper every one and all. Let me say that again. And as Equinox True Cues, Co-Secretary General, Co-Saviors, let me do it this way. Do it twice this way because I want to start out this way. Love and live longest, ever young, and prosper everyone and all. And all the hugs and to all, both in each and every one. Love and live longest, ever young, and prosper everyone and all. Love and live in the light of the new millennial golden rule, ever young, longest, and prosper every one and all. As Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Saviors. Again. As Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Saviors. As Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Saviors. We'll drink the milk of human kindness, especially focusing on the 2 and 3 years breastfeeding of our babies, our holy baby girls and our holy baby boys. And make sure that we focus on this and appreciate this time so important on cue breastfeeding for all babies and both female and male, so that they can have their beginnings of life, give them the best movements toward full EQ, IQ, SQ, and BQ, emotional quotient, intellectual quotient, spiritual quotient, and bodily quotient for eternal life on this and all our planets, and the milk of human kindness throughout life, past, present, future, as Equinox True Cues, Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Saviors. I'll drink on behalf of all, both and each, and representing all, both and each and every one as soon as possible. Now, I have to be honest with you. I've come to the conclusion that I was very well breastfed and I had a lot of attachment parenting, because what I am seeing and presenting to you is as clear as could be, as clear as looking down into a clear brook on a very beautiful sunny day. I see right clearly what's happening in our world. But so many of you are confused. So many of you are still yet willing to practice patriarchy. So many of you. I would have thought that the great writings that have been done in this area would have given you a clue already, but apparently it's not enough for you. You're on a habitual trajectory, which is like walking over a game plank right now. You're not understanding, you've become a lemming. Patriarchy is your lure for your lemminghood. You have to let go of the lure and choose parity. Speak parity. Say parity. Say parity, 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 parity. Say parity 11 times an hour. Say parity 11 times an hour. Say it to every person you talk to. Parity. Say parity to everyone you talk to. Parity, parity, parity. That will make a difference. Pull yourself out of your slide down, your lemming landslide. Pull yourself out. You can do it. Okay. And, okay. We'll drink the water of loving, living planets that will regain and sustain our planet Earth and all our Earths to be. Past, present, future as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior Oz. And I drink on behalf of all, both and each and every one, and representing all, both and each and every one. A little flower got in there. Okay. We'll celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days together, starting with our equinox months, the months of springs and the months of autumn, and going back and forth in time, weaving them together as a circle, so that we include all our Shekinahs, our slightly older Shekinahs, and our young Shekinahs, our young Shekinahs, in a circle. Not just one person, not just two people, but at least a circle, to create a circle effect of roundness, so that we understand that time is a spiral, it is a circle, and that we come back to the same place in time repeatedly, and we get another chance each time in each epoch of our life, or if we don't get it right within this current incarnation, in each incarnation. But right now we are at the point of a millennial incarnation, and we have to get it right. We have to try to get it right. So we'll make the circles of celebration of our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days, past, present, future, as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior Oz. We'll celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days, past, present, future, as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior Oz. Our consciousness currencies are on the website in the area under Infinite Wealth, and also on the listing of the Grassroots Congresses, Courts, and Assemblies, the section that's entitled Among the Representatives, You, and You. You will see these. You will see the people who are pictured here. These people are already Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Savior Oz. They just don't know it. These people are like the slaves of prior to Juneteenth. The slaves of Texas did not know that they had been given an Emancipation Proclamation, because their media and their slave owners didn't want to tell them. They knew it, but they didn't tell the slaves. So the slaves in Texas didn't find out until about 2 years and about 6 months after the Emancipation Proclamation was given, that it was given. They didn't even know, because nobody told them and their media was controlled. You're pretty much in the same boat. Your media is controlled. You've already been given freedom. All the women, all the people have been freed from the problem that patriarchy is, but you don't know it because your media isn't telling you. So these consciousness currencies let you know that the real wealth is you. It's not what some old guy has in a bank. Okay? You're the wealth. So our Shekinahs of the past, our Shekinahs of current time, and our young Shekinahs and young Shekinahs all put together with all a group as a circle. We all have this here. You're all worth trillions, zillions, and beyond imagining what you're really worth when you start thinking creatively and pull out of the hierarchy, the false hierarchy that you're living under. And here's our very sacred family circle, depiction of our family tree. It's only representative. There's a lot of people we don't have a place to represent here, but we are including the Margolian, the Silver Goldian, Goldkindian, the Zalkindian, the Feldmarian, the Goldenbergian, the Sweeten, the Saganan, and many, many more. There's many other intertwined trees that are intertwined with this tree. And that's the way humanity is. It's a very intertwined tree. We all are at most 50th cousines and 50th cousins from one another. But what we want to focus on is the cousines, reclaiming the cousina circle, and then also entering into it the new young cousines and young hikinas, the young cousins, to bring forth a new world that is Atlantis risen. And these very precious branches to me, my closest branches of family and future, and I love them beyond measure, a very strong bond in my heart, but they have been dulled in their bond to me and to their family tree because our culture induces that. So I do this representatively for them until they can understand their own value and begin to cooperate in their circles as sister cousines and sister cousines and sister and brother cousins, because we need the sister cousines of the current and older generation, the people who are in like mostly their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s and beyond. And we also need our younger sister Shekinas, our young Shekinas and our young Hikinas, age 37 thereabouts and younger, to join in that circle, so that we can stabilize a new society and begin to bring forth new life within the context of a balanced society. And we'll make some more kisses. There we are. Here we are. 7s and 11s. And we'll start fresh. We'll pick, like we're picking a bowl of fruit. Parity, paradisal parity for this planet and all our planets, past, present, future. And we'll stop playing along with patriarchal planetocide. You know, you don't have to really do so much to knock the old guy over. Just stop propping him up. The ones who are going to the pseudo-elections are propping him up. The ones who are taking salary from workplaces where there is clearly a hierarchy behind the scenes or in front of the scenes are propping him up. You're propping him up and you don't need him. You got the sun in the sky. You got solar panels. You don't have any electric bills. Why are you paying them? You've got the computer. You can link with thousands of people in the context of a day. Do you need to listen to CNN? I have no idea why, until CNN starts telling the truth about what it lied about. Of course, you don't need those old guys and their minions. They're minions of dumbed down guys and dumbed down gals who don't know what they're talking about but read teleprompters so well. You don't need that. Just turn it off. Be free. And choose patriarchal parity. Choose parity, excuse me. Choose not patriarchal parity. Choose parity paradisal. Gender parity. Intersectional justice. Long delayed. the presence of minorities and youth, as they should have always been present, along with the many, many billions of women. And a reparative time, and then we move into 50-50 after 9 to 18 months. You can do it. Your Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior. Use your 11 steps that are on the website, obviously the New Millennial Golden Rule itself, the 5 pillars, the 11 steps, and the kiddies kits under the solar links and resources. You've got everything you need to make a marvelous Rampus world. You don't need anything else. So go for it and have a good time, and we'll choose Parity Paradisal as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior. And we'll say, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, all the blessings and all the greetings of all the heritages of our earth and our earths, past, present, future, as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior. And we'll say, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, all the blessings and all the greetings of all the heritages of our earth and our earths, past, present, future, as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior. Now we're going to make a couple of outreach calls, and then we're going to get into our hearing. Make a couple of calls from there. You're going to hear some interesting things. You're going to hear some of our local yokel sexism coming right out at you. We want to give some evidence. Let the crime be seen on the network, okay? You're going to watch it, because I'm going to make some calls to people who are already deep into the crime, and we've got some more. Now, what we're going to do is show how this ripple effects from family into institutional society and back and forth. That's what we have to show, that patriarchy is a system. And it's when you understand that, and then you choose the simple technique of the New Millennial Golden Rule, you can transform the system very quickly. And then you're no longer in that system, and you're in a better system, and you're in a sustainable system instead of one that's causing its own extinction. How about that for a plan? You know, I'm talking as your paraclete. I'm the predicted paraclete. I'm the predicted paraclete. And there's a whole bunch of other paraclete type people that I'm trying to get come forward. Co-Secretary Generals of my dearest family and community. And if anybody will give me a time of day, they'll do it. And if not, then they'll have a big dark. Here's what they'll be. It'll be real hot, global warming, real hot, and you'll get a Fukushima. You'll have real hot plutonium. You'll have both carbon and plutonium. Congratulations, ladies, you laid down on the job. That's what you brought to everybody. And the men are so out of it, they don't even notice that the women have laid down on the job. They don't even notice that women aren't there. They're so full of themselves, they don't even notice the women are missing. That's funny. I have to say, it's pretty sickly funny. But it's tragic, because when you have global warming, you have people with asthma, you have people with heart attacks, you have people who are dying of the heat. And then when you have your Fukushimas, you have a whole set of very ugly problems. You seem to want this. Do you want this? Because this is what you're choosing by choosing patriarchy instead of parity. So let's make our phone calls and see if we can encourage some of our reluctant Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Saviors. You've just seen their pictures. Okay, let's put this on mute, because we're going to give the voices tomorrow, not today. Okay, we've done most of our outreach calls, and again, we always make the contacts that we're on the virtual gathering at this place in space-time. This marvelous, miraculous place in space-time of our great-and-grandmothers, where they gathered the women and the children and the youths of the families of their neighborhoods together and to explore the potential of being in a new world. And we're going to make a new world and new worlds according to the new millennial golden rule. And we conferred gender parity back on all of these women and all their children and their youths, females and males, back and forth and present in time. All of these names, the Margulian, the Feldmarian, the Silver Golden Kindian, the Zalkindian, the Sweetened, the Saginian, the Goldenbergian, and there's many other names coming into this, Herzogian, Hurstian, Perlmanian, Kabbalarian, Goldbergian, Millerian. There's many more. I'm also neglecting this, Soskinian, the Brigbanian, all of these people, all of them, all people deserve eternal life. All people deserve eternal life, but we have to teach them how to get it. If they ignore the teaching, then they don't get it. And lots of times they're so injured by the time you give them the teaching, they can't take it in. But you give it to them anyway, and you hope, and you pray to the Mother, Father, Goddess, God, that they will take it in. So now I said we were going to be doing hearings today, and we are. Don't think we forgot that. We're about to make some calls on that count, but this is just, I have to tell you, this is still yet preliminaries because the outreach and the preparation of testimony is taking a lot of time, and it should be ready tomorrow. I do want to have a very formal, better hearing tomorrow, but right now we're just going to kind of a catch-as-catch call, catch-as-catch-can call to demonstrate how simple this really is. This is very simple. With us, we're just pulling up a phone number. Just want to show you just a little taste of our proceedings, but we're going to continue this much more intensely tomorrow when we have done some emailings that still yet need to get out, This is just kind of people, more important people that we have to talk with on the phones tomorrow, and we're going to do it tomorrow. I've never particularly liked the love